Every day, the future gets smarter, but today, it got physical. The company famous for making AI images just built a machine that scans your whole body in 60 seconds. They want to put it inside a spa, and their goal is to scan 1 billion people a month. This is June 18th, 2026, and you're watching The Truth. Let's jump right in. Let's start with the one that genuinely broke my brain. Midjourney, yes, the AI image company, the one you've been using to make pictures, just announced a machine that maps your entire body, head to toe, in under 60 seconds. Not an app, not a model, a physical machine. For 4 years, Midjourney has been the tool that turns a sentence into a stunning picture, cats in spacesuits, dreamlike landscapes, fake photos that fooled the whole internet. That is the company we are talking about. So no more pictures of cats in spacesuits. The company that taught computers to dream in images now wants to map the inside of you. I genuinely had to read this announcement 3 times. Here's the official version. Midjourney's founder, David Holz, announced a brand new division called Midjourney Medical. And remember, this is a research lab with no investors, funded entirely by everyday people. In the announcement, they wrote one line that tells you the whole ambition, quote, "We've dreamed of something as powerful as an MRI and as casual as a trip to the spa. That is the entire pitch, hospital-grade imaging with none of the dread." And this is not a someday concept. They unveiled a real working machine with real scans. They call it simply the Midjourney scanner. So let me walk you through exactly how this thing works, because it is wild. It starts the way nothing in medicine ever has. You step into a shallow pool of warm golden light, and then you slowly begin to descend into the water. No giant magnet, no claustrophobic tube, no deafening banging noise, just warm water and light. If you've ever had an MRI, you understand instantly why that is such a big deal. You're standing on a platform connected to rails, and it lowers you in like a gentle elevator, about 2 inches or 5 centimeters every second. Slow, smooth, and completely silent. The opposite of every scary medical machine you've ever seen. As you sink, your body passes through a ring of underwater sensors. And Midjourney's own description is perfect. Each sensor acts like a dolphin using echolocation, firing ultrasonic sound waves through your body from every single angle. And the whole thing, from the moment you go in to the moment you come out, is meant to take no more than 60 seconds. You go into the water, you come out of the water, and you're done. Now let's talk about that ring, because the numbers are insane. It is made of 500,000 tiny squares, each one the size of a fine grain of sand. 500,000 of them packed around you in a dense grid, all working in perfect sync. The engineering just to build this ring is the reason Midjourney says no machine like it has ever existed before. And here's the clever part. Each of those squares is both a tiny speaker and a tiny microphone. Together, Midjourney says they act like a choir and an audience at the same time, singing waves out and listening to the echoes back. They do this millions of times per second, and it generates a truly absurd amount of data, terabytes every single second you're in the water. To put that in perspective, your phone records a few megabytes a second. This thing produces millions of times more. Here's how to picture that. Midjourney says if you converted the data into HD internet video, you'd have to watch 500 hours of footage for every single second of scanning. That is the fire hose this machine drinks from. No machine could ever do this before, simply because of the scale. So all that data streams to a massive cluster where thousands of computers split the work in real time. And the hardest job is turning those waves into a picture. As sound passes through you, it changes shape every time the density changes, going from water to skin, to fat, to muscle, to bone. Read those changes and you can reconstruct what's inside. And slowly out of all that sound, an image forms, a picture of the inside of a living body, built entirely from echoes. No radiation, no magnets, just sound and math. The same kind of ultrasound used to look at babies, scaled up to map an entire adult in seconds. And this is where the AI comes back in. Watch the scan. Each slice crossfades between the raw reconstruction and the AI segmentation, where the model labels exactly what it is seeing inside you. Muscle here, organ there, bone there. Stack every one of those slices together and you get a full 3D map of your body, accurate down to a fraction of a millimeter. Midjourney says it looks a lot like a modern MRI, except for one detail that changes everything. A traditional MRI takes 60 to 90 minutes and fills an entire room. This does it, they claim, at nearly 100 times the speed. To be clear about what we're comparing, this is a real MRI, a giant magnet, a narrow tube, the banging noise, and a long wait for an appointment that can cost thousands. Midjourney's bet is that all of that becomes a 60-second dip in warm water. Now, how does an image company suddenly have ultrasound hardware? Reports say Midjourney quietly licensed ultrasound on a chip technology from a company called Butterfly Network back in late 2025. While everyone watched their image models, they were buying the silicon. So if scanning is this fast and gentle, how do you fit it into real life? Midjourney's answer is maybe the strangest part of the whole announcement. They're building a spa. Hot tubs, saunas, cold plunges, and cozy rooms with pools of golden light that quietly scan your body while you relax. The first Midjourney Spa is planned for the heart of San Francisco, opening in 2027. And here's the line that is either genius or deeply unsettling, depending on your mood. In their own words, the scans are a side effect. You go for the spa day, you barely think about the machine. Because while you're sitting in the sauna, you are quietly building something valuable, a huge, growing library of data about your own body, captured over time. That, not the bath, is the actual product. Picture the dream they're selling. You scan every month, you watch your body change over time, compare yourself to the whole population, and loop in your doctor, your trainer, even an AI, to catch problems years before they'd ever show up. And this reveals the real philosophy. Midjourney frames health as a data problem. They write that you want as much information about your body as quickly and cheaply as possible, optimizing, in their words, for megabytes per second per dollar. Which finally explains why an image company is doing this. To them, your body is just the next great data set. And a community-backed lab with no investors is betting it can map it better and cheaper than anyone in healthcare. They even closed the announcement with a slogan, "We are all Midjourney, no investors, just a community," and they're inviting people to a Discord, a spa waitlist, even to volunteer for clinical trials. It is part research lab, part movement. Now, how real is all this? Here's their roadmap. The next 12 months are about refining the hardware daily and building a first research spa. Then in 2028, a third-generation scanner with completely custom silicon, where they say image quality and speed become night and day. And the long-term goal is staggering. By 2031, they want a fleet of over 50,000 scanners worldwide, enough capacity to give monthly scans to 1 billion people, 1 billion scans every month. And here's their boldest claim of all. Midjourney believes that with enough early imaging, the world could one day avoid 30% of all deaths and 50% of all healthcare costs. That is their number. Enormous and completely unproven. So let's pump the brakes, because we tell the truth here. This is not an FDA-approved diagnostic device. For now, it only gives you body composition maps, and Midjourney says it will submit results to the FDA to unlock more. And there's a real medical catch. Nobody in the hype is mentioning, doctors have warned for years that scanning healthy people head to toe often finds harmless blips that look scary, leading to false alarms, anxiety, and unnecessary follow-up tests. More scanning is not automatically more health. Then there's the question that should make everyone pause. This is a private company building a detailed library of the inside of your body. Who holds that data? Who can see it? With something this intimate, the privacy stakes are enormous. And let's be honest about today versus tomorrow. Right now, a lot of this is concept renders and a powerful vision. The first real spa is 2 years out. The dream is huge, but it is still very much a dream. But step back and look at the shape of this. For years, AI lived on your screen, generating images, writing code, answering questions. Midjourney just tried to walk it off the screen, and into your body, AI is going physical. And whether or not Midjourney is the one who pulls it off, the idea itself is genuinely radical. Imaging your body that is so cheap, so fast, and so casual that you could do it every single month. Okay, I genuinely want to know, and I read these, type one word in the comments. Bath, if you would step into that golden pool tomorrow, or hard pass, if a tech company is never ever touching your insides. So that's the Midjourney scanner, a 60-second full body map hidden inside a spa from an image company that wants to scan 1 billion people a month. Is it the future of healthcare or the most beautiful hype reel of the year? Tell me below, smash like if you learned something, and subscribe, because every day the future gets smarter, and we'll be right here telling you the truth about it.